Man, do you guys remember like a year ago when I made a Marvel video? Well, guess what? I'm back at it again, and with a whole new wave of sets finally revealed, you already know what time it is. Hey everyone, Hfmasters here, and today I'm going to be ranking the Avengers Endgame sets. So to start off, we have the Captain America Outrider Attack. This set is fine for the most part. It's really just a minifigure pack, with the main appeal being the new Captain America figure. It does have a new helmet piece, which is pretty good, and the bike itself is solid. It is a little oversized, but it looks fine. I don't have any real complaints with it. And it does have 4 Outriders, which they're fine, but at this point I already have, so many Outriders from the Infinity War sets, and these are the exact same prints, and the only difference here is that they have different accessories, so they aren't really as interesting to me anymore. Either way, this is still a pretty good battle pack type set, but it's just not as good as the rest of the wave. The Avengers Compound Battle is the only set which I would say is overpriced. 699 pieces for $100 is just too much for me, even with the 2 big figs included. But ignoring that, the set really isn't too bad. It does look a little bit more like a Lego City Police Station set to me than the actual Avengers facility, but I don't think the actual build looks bad. The small car build is a throwaway thing, but it is a nice addition, and the helicopter is pretty solid. I can't really complain there. The interior is good. I wish it had more functions to it other than a small revolving door, but I mean, there's still definitely some space there to work with. So now the figures. The Thanos figure looks really weird and kind of inaccurate, but I think it's good enough. I do wish they would have just made a whole new mold for this though. Hulk is pretty solid, but I don't know why they didn't give him like the white suit, even though he literally has it on the box. I don't really know why they didn't do that, but whatever. I like the inclusion of the Ant-Man nano-fig. I think that's a really cool idea. Captain Marvel's pretty much the same thing as the one that we got earlier, so that's fine. Iron Man is the same as the Infinity War version, but it now has gold arms, and that's also good. And the Outrider is an Outrider. So yeah, it's a fine set, but I think it's like $15 more than it really should be. Now this is a set I think is going to be the favorite for most people, but really for me it's just not that interesting. Now don't get me wrong, this is definitely the best Quinn Jet that Lego has ever made by far for me. It's got tons of great details. It can fit at least 5 figures, possibly even more, but from what I can see 5. And it does have that small ATV build which can be stored inside, even though that does look a little weird. There's really no problem with the actual build. It's just not something that really appeals to me. I don't know, Quinn Jets, I don't know, the Quinn Jet sets have never just been that interesting to me. Figure-wise, it's pretty solid. Thor is exactly what you would expect. Black Widow looks pretty good, although I don't think I would have gone with that hairpiece. You already know my man Hawkeye is the best one here, and I mean, after they snubbed him from Infinity War, you know I'm getting this set solely for him. But I do have to say, I think they missed an opportunity here to do the Ronin fig. And the Chitauri do look pretty good. I really like the use of the Overwatch blaster pieces here. Those are going to be really nice figures to get. Overall, pretty good set, just not really the most appealing thing to me personally. The Hull of Armors looks really nice. Lego did a really good job capturing the look of the actual hull here, and when you look at it, you know exactly what it's supposed to be. I also really like a lot of the small stickering details that they put in. It's just a nice touch. Now each section of the hull can also be attached and stacked on top of each other, and the entire section in the back can be removed and just moved around other places, so that makes for a lot of nice customizing and some possible expansion if you have a ton of different armors. But once again, this is a set which is really for the figures. The Mark 1 figure is long overdue, but the one here is really well done, and it probably couldn't be much better, to be honest. Mark 5 is also overdue, and I think it looks pretty solid, although I'm not sure how I feel about the black lines on the mask. Mark 41 is a weird choice to me, but I do like it, and it does have the same weird mask printing as the Mark 5. The set also does have the Mark 50 from Infinity War, so we already know how that is. And lastly, this set does come with the Igor suit, which, I mean, just comparing it to the movie, it looks so weird. I don't know why they didn't just try to use some sort of dome piece for the head instead of doing this blocky thing. It's just strange. But yeah, my only real complaints about the set is the Igor thing, and that the set might be a little bit bigger than it really needs to. Honestly, I think if you took out 2 to 4 of those hull sections and brought the price down to $50 instead of $60, this would be a lot more appealing to a lot of people. Either way, it still looks pretty good. And my favorite set from this wave is the War Machine Buster. This set is just the best of both worlds. Figure-wise, we get a general release of War Machine for the first time in years, and we finally get a new Ant-Man helmet. Thank you. The helmet looks so much better now. And yeah, there are 2 Outriders in here too, whatever. Now, build-wise, the Buster looks pretty solid. It does seem to follow the general blueprint of the Infinity War version, but it beefs it up a little bit around the legs and the arms. It also does have the guns over the shoulder to fit the War Machine theming, and although they did take out the arm swinging function from the Infinity War version, I do think this one still has a good amount of playability. And yeah, this one is priced pretty fairly at $35. Overall, this is a really nice set for me, and it has a lot of good figures to boot. But yeah, that is my ranking of the Endgame sets. If you guys enjoyed this quick video, until next time, see you guys later.